Okay, I wanted to respond to you. So you said if my goal is CSO, I would recommend MBA. I agree with that. Yes, I agree with everything you said here. But here's the thing. So I probably will get the MBA later. So I want to get 2 masters. One is for me to know a lot more technology than I do now. So doing a master for tech is good for me with these guys because the school does both the degree and I'm having trouble with words right now, guys. Sorry. And these things. So they really help with those. I would prefer to have the structure of a class that can help me with passing these courses because I want the these, I can't think of the word, these things more than I want the degree, but I need to have I need to have the help with the class to do it. I can't just study on my own. I have ADHD, and it makes learning things very difficult for me to do. I need a lot of structure for it. And just doing an expensive class for only that one thing seems to be not as good as taking a class to get both a degree and those. So with that said, not only that, but also by using the VRE, that means I can get paid for going to class and getting my degree. That's how I did it with my my other degree I got. I'm really stressed right now, and because when I'm stressed out, I keep forgetting words. It's kind of like I can't think of this word either. The issue with your brain where you can't, when you try to read a word and it mixes up all the words. I have that, but instead of mixing up the letters in the words, I forget the word and I can't think of it. It just completely escapes my mind for the time being. So I am so sorry. I can't say these words the way I want to. With that said, I know when I got my first degree, they paid me, the VA paid me to get both the degree and for living issues. So I used 100% of my GI, so I can't use that anymore, but VRE I can use as long as I can show that my mental issues and my disability that is preventing me from getting better jobs and better moving on with my employee stuff. So right now I'm kind of stuck. I only have one degree, which is words are hard. Bachelor's degree, and I only have one certification. That's the word. Certification. I only have one of those. Security Plus. So even with my experience, it's been very, very difficult for me to get security-based jobs. I'm stuck right now in a help desk job, basically. And for the last 3 years, that's what I've been doing. So trying to get a job now, even as a systems administrator, which I have way more experience in doing, is very difficult because they're going to look at my recent experience and not my previous experience, which kind of sucks. So I think getting my master's degree with tech is more important than getting the master's business administrator degree. While that is important for getting CISO, the master's degree in tech is more important for my career right now to lead up to getting CISO. So my goal is actually to get both master's degrees. I'll start with one, and then once I can get enough money to pay for my own way through, I'll get the other one, and I'll have both a bachelor's degree and 2 master's degrees, plus a host of experience, and I think I'll be well off to get things done. Do I need to have the degrees? I don't. I don't need the degrees to get the positions of jobs. I know that. You know that. We all know that. However, I know that getting the experience, learning the things that I need to learn, getting the knowledge and information is much more difficult for me if I don't have a structured way forward. And unfortunately, without going to college, it's going to be extremely difficult for me to get that structure. There just isn't that available in any other structured way that I can do it with the, what's the word? The amount it costs versus the things I get out of it, whatever word means that, is better with going and getting the master's degree through this group, because they do both the degree and certifications, than if I tried to do it completely 100% on my own. It would end up costing me a lot more in time and effort than it would if I did it this way. So I hope that makes sense. My goal absolutely one day is to become a CISO. But I'm not going to get there if I'm not prepared mentally, knowledge-based, and ready to do it. And I feel like I'm not quite ready for that position. If I was thrust into a CISO job right now, I don't know that I would do a good job, and I would be doing everyone a disservice by doing so. So, I'm going to focus on getting my master's degree in tech first. If you see anything wrong with my thought process here other than missing words, please let me know, and I would appreciate your response on those.